Hello, hello, hello. No rant, Mark. No rant. Because West Coast is out on consoles. I figured I'd tease a rant and not do it. There we go. Hello, Mark, Tino, Tommy, Witchy, Wade. Let's start off by selling forklift, because I have a forklift. This is adorable. I love this thing. You wanted to rant. Sorry, Mark. This is adorable. There is an issue with it, and you can kind of see it there. Now this is what I'm talking about, Pedro. Whoever made this is a bit of a fool, because he's put the ad strips, which would be this up here, this down here, this at the back here, and this down here. He's put them in too close to the body, so you get the awful flickering, depending on angles. And if you get just the right angle, which I don't seem to be able to do at the moment, these can all disappear. There's a secondary issue, which is to do with drive control. And for this, I'm going to just turn off four-wheel drive, hold down to steer to the right, and start driving, because with drive control on, it does this. It tips up to, when you're turning right, and it does something similar when you're turning left. Not as bad, but it does tip. The solution to that is just turn on a four-wheel drive, and it somewhat fixes it. It's because drive control forces rear-wheel drive, and forklifts in reality are front-wheel drive. I did get a few other mods downloaded. Press control. I don't trust you, Sim. Did get a few other mods downloaded, but what we need to do today, this is actually a need, it's not a I want to do this, it's something I need to do for a video I want to record later, is we need to empty out this silage pit. Hello, Tunero. I've cut down on the rants recently, I've noticed. Maybe I should just do some, like a rant video a week talking about things I hate about Farm Sim. Control D makes it dirty. Oh, yes. That is something I should do. Whoops. It does... Pedro! Pedro! That is an atrocious dirt skin. That's terrible! So let's sell the silage in a very quickish manner, hopefully. For those of you who aren't on the Discord, Pedro has a rage of disapproval, and he gives it to mods occasionally. I think the forklift might just get one. Which means that he'll be fixing it quite quickly. Also, let me know if there's still lag issues after yesterday, because it was actually on my end, as it turns out. If there are, I will actually need to reboot my router completely. So there will be a short break in proceedings while I do that, if that's the case. Yeah, you do have to fix that. Check the forklift's coronas. They look fine. They look fine. I don't see anything wrong with the coronas. They're quite nice, actually. Someone did make Halloween pumpkins. Yeah. But they look perfectly fine. In fact, I would go as far as to say they look quite good. Upton is released, Tommy, yes. I went on to the mod hub earlier and just like, oh my god, this is the mod dump to end all mod dumps. I don't know why Giants released so many at once though, because they've just crashed their own servers. And the pumpkins, like, they light up. Oh well, that's convinced me to download them now. Does BGA actually accept silage bales as well? I don't know. I don't actually know, Bobby Joe, but if you want to sell silage bales, honestly, just go to a bale sell point. Because they will take all bales. So I am technically after cheating this in. I've used creative money to get the JCB. Am I okay today? Yes. I don't have any tier coffee though, which may be prove problematic. But I do have a can of Pepsi Max. Yeah, nothing for basically 3 weeks, and then today just a full page and a bit of mods. Hello, Albinos. But that's the way things go. Is like you wait for a bus and 17 show up at once. It's fine. That said, a lot of what went up I don't have a lot of interest in. Just doesn't appeal to me for one reason or another. Some of the stuff, like, I can see why it's been released, but I don't want it. We're doing well for money, at least. I will be just turning on creative money to get rid of the JCB. No one talk to Dave, I'll be grumpy without tier coffee. It's fine, I've got Pepsi Max. Have I had my coffee? I've had my coffee already. Like, that's why I don't have tea or coffee today, is like I've already had coffee and breakfast and stuff, so I'll be fine. I will be perfectly fine, people. Today started harvesting rosewood. Single row cordon chopper. I can see why that was released. It would work well with smaller equipment on smaller maps, but yeah, for the most part, no thanks. Like, everything that got released, I can... Well, mostly everything. I'll be honest, the Halloween pumpkins, not so much. I can see why it was released, why there'd be a want for it, why the modder decided, oh, this is something I need to make and spend my time on. Let's start a position to bring back FS13 traffic. Yes, absolutely. They all say that. Why bring back FS13 traffic? Because it was the best traffic Giants ever made! It actually had intelligence. Hello, CD models. This is going a lot faster than I'd anticipated. You have farm sim now, kind of. If it involves piracy, I don't want to know, Hedgehog. I am enjoying the Forager, actually. I'm planning on doing a video about it later tonight, which is why I'm clearing out the BGA. Because I'm going to copy simulate and do a cinematic kind of thing with it. Which I know is going to annoy some people, but what I plan on doing is different. Gonna do it in my own way. It's mostly prepared, I just need to empty this out and then I'll be good to do other things for the rest of the stream. What's the title if I take it? What's with the title? You take it untriggered? No, it's letting people know that West Coast is now on consoles. I enjoy people thinking that I'm triggered when it's just like, that's consoles. Fine. Not an issue. Team FSI have another mod out. What?
Hello, Dave.
I didn't know it was
Dave there.
it was like, nah. John Kerr, thank you very much for subscribing. welcome to the RainbowDave Madhouse. Hope you enjoy your stay. This is full now. This is problematic. This is very problematic. I don't know what to do now. Because that's completely full, because I'm using the big... Okay, I have an idea. And the idea is this. Times 15 time. I could, but it's... Do you know what? Yeah, actually, because it's supposed to rain. I'll put it on times 30 just for safety's sake there, because it is a small BGA. The updated West Coast Mod Hub is a console version. Mark Landy spoke to BulletBill and he basically said there's no actual need to update. There's nothing particularly new in the PC version. Title, please explain. West Coast is now on consoles, Jack. Ta-da! Title explained. Yeah, Giants web servers have been pooched for a little while. I enjoy how I'm doing kind of, in a way, reverse clickbait, because it's like, usually clickbait is, oh, there's a really good thing about to happen here. Mine is, no. Mine is, make everybody think I'm angry. And people will watch, because people expect rants. It's good that Upton's out. Yeah, I'm genuinely surprised. That one caught me by surprise because I'd heard so much about Upton failing and Upton failing and Upton failing, and Nancy never told me he'd re-upload it to Mod Hub. I don't know that tanker. Yes, I did, Pedro. It'll be used next time I am doing some fertilizing. So after this harvest that I'm doing at the moment. Lag is mad in MP unless you're the host. Can imagine, because they run through giant servers. What's the best M&M? Peanut. That isn't even a discussion. Peanut M&Ms are the best. Anybody who thinks differently is wrong. Hello, NHF. I presumed you'd be happy. I'm sure there's a lot of people on consoles delighted. Gotta admit, I'm surprised that it didn't take too long. Hello, James. It's been a while since I've seen you around. Why doesn't the silage fall off the forks if there are gaps? Thomas, simple reason is that have you ever seen silage? It's ridiculously, especially grass silage, which is what this actually is, so it makes sense. It's quite long. You've been off the farm scene. Don't blame you. Out one bit. Right, that's done. I'm gonna switch on creative money real quick because I want to get rid of the wheel loader. And the fork, because they were cheated in. And we will go over to something that is of use, please. There we go. The Class Lexion 700. What's up with console? Nothing. They've got West Coast. It's a pun. Mainly because of lag school and you got bored. I think there's a lot of people that got bored of Farm Sim lately. Is this gonna chop straw? Because I want to drop it. No. Drop straw, please. Thank you. So we got this, I guess yesterday, or today's video, the Class Lexion 750. You've also moved again. Very nice. Hello, Olis9. Whoop, get into the crop there. There we go. This is a Class Lexion 750. It's from the Lexion Stage 4 pack, Lexion 700 Stage 4 pack. which has a bunch of different Lexions. It's really nice. Have I changed the number plates to CX as it is in Wales? No. If I change the number plates, it's usually to an Irish plate. Or if requested by Sim or Landy, a UK plate. That is, like, we'll say for Sim, it'll be S1M, UL8. For Landy, it'll probably be L4N0Y. Got bored of Farmson because you were jealous of West Coast. Now, well, NHF, there is no need to be jealous anymore. Is that a decent 4000 fast track? It's terrible, Aaron. It's by Pedro. Hat time I streamed. I am streaming to Hat time, Jack, which is about 7 PM BST. I should mention that Sunday stream, for those of you in the US, and possibly outside of Ireland and the UK, will be an hour earlier than usual. Because what's the mod called? Chase the money. It's Creator Tools, available only on PC because it's a script that interacts with a lot of stuff. The clocks are going back Saturday night. So there could be the case that the stream is... Would it be an hour earlier? No, it'll be an hour later. So US people be happy. Maybe. I don't know. Yeah, it'll be an hour later. So the times they are changing, and my sleeping pattern's about to get a whole lot better. Hello, George. How are you doing today? Extra hour of sleep, extra hour of derping about and things. It's a free hour on Saturday. What will you do with it? Hello, Harlan. Sorry you weren't on the streams lately? Don't worry. I know that real life has a habit of creeping up on you at annoying times. I'm doing good, George. Thank you very much for asking. Pepsi. There we go. Hello, Adam. You'll do neither of what you said. Finding out on YouTube. Yeah, YouTube can be tough if you don't have money or an audience to begin with. I'll be honest. But you can make do with free stuff. Most of what I use is free. Courseplays out too? Yes, and I haven't updated to, or I haven't gone to the version that's on the mod hub. I'm using version 5.02.00014.dev. Mainly because I updated it last night, and it's probably more up to date than the version that's on the mod hub. I like using the dev version because it's just a bit better. It's a bit. If there's a problem, it'll get updated very quickly. Landy and I had an issue before. It was literally updated within an hour once we pointed out the issue. Because it was a fairly major thing. I don't need that. I need this. Ignore the 7710s, by the way. The 7810s. They are for something I'll be recording later. They're just kind of there because they need to be somewhere. Neat up yours because it gives you blue hours. You mean, like, oh! There were Lua airs with this 4th. There were Lua airs with 4000. They're now. How did I do this? How what am I even stuck on? Oh, it's that little twig there that would have been cleanly broken off if this was a real tractor. 4000 has no errors. Yeah, they were flagging up. It was flagging up course players. Will I do some of the footpath on the stream? Probably not. I don't see the need to today. Ignore everything in field 17, by the way. That you'll find out what all that's about later. Probably tomorrow. New 4000, the one you have is awful. The one I have is great. It's from Pedro. So you know it's going to be full of anger. Hello, Yeppe. This is just full of anger. It's nothing but anger. Let's see how we're doing here. I do need to feed the cows as well at some point. Possibly today. Yeah, is that... What? Your is not public. I know that, Pedro. Pedro's been working on a lot of stuff. Somebody's commented an old FS15 video. Word of warning, I don't tend to comment on... I don't tend to reply to comments on old FS15 videos. Hello, VF. How are you doing today? In which land do I live? The land of Ire. The land of Ireland. Don't think your internet likes how much stuff is going on now. Might be your internet, might be mine. Is there lag, people? Hello, Daddy VW. That's an odd name. It's only a 10 by Basildon Blues. I don't like Basildon Blues, I'll be honest. They tend to make questionable stuff. Stuff of questionable quality. So I explained in the video this morning, which by the way, mods, could you link that at the end of the stream? I explained in this morning's video why I chose the Lexion to replace the New Holland. Number one, this is less problems. Number two, I really like Lexions. And they're what I would see kind of most commonly on in fields here. Yeah, Basildon Blues make bad stuff. Put the mods out for release and then claim they were leaked. No lag at all in Canada. Okay then. Because yesterday I had some internet issues, there was some packet loss issues, and it was dipping in and out. Do I have the Linda forklift? Yes! But I will be editing it almost immediately to fix problems. Hello, Stu. The Linda needs an edit. There are genuine issues with it which I feel need to be addressed, so I will be tweaking that very quickly. Probably later tonight if we've got time, but I do plan on doing a whole lot of stuff tonight. It's your birthday? Well, happy birthday, Thomas. Is it snowing where I live? Nope, never does, and well, it did like once in the 90s. Enough for it to fall and make a snowman, but that's the only time there's really been a decent amount of snow here. See you, Jack. I think it was like 1994. No, it would have been 1993-ish that it snowed, because my sister wasn't around at the time, and she was born in 94. Might have been early 94. Linda is on all platforms. Yes, it is, and it really shouldn't be, because there are some very basic errors that need to be addressed. Why has West Coast been re-uploaded? Okay, here's the update for PC people on West Coast. You do not, if you have an edited version of the West Coast for yourself, you do not need to update. It's just fixing the small things that were wrong with console. It's not a big deal. You can stick with your edited version perfectly fine. The update that came out today was kind of a derp on Giant's end. I guess in their systems they have to push a PC update if there's a console update or something, but the update is just the console version being released. That's the entire deal. What issues with the Linda? I will show you, and some of them are just kind of mod conflicts, I guess. Some of them are more... Let's get the Linda here. So, one problem immediately is the dirt skin is atrocious. It is a complete and utter joke. Second problem, I'm going to turn off four-wheel drive first of all, and we will lock the steering to the right. This is only with drive control. It isn't very happy with drive control. It lifts up a tire. That's because drive control forces rear-wheel drive. That's fine. Solution is just throw on four-wheel drive, and it behaves in a somewhat normal manner. The next problem, I'll need to turn off the dirt now, is that if I can get the angling right, there. The ad strips that have the logos on, if I just turn on GPS, I can do this quite easily. And this mode. Ad strips here, here, and here are all currently broken because they're too close into the model itself. If I spin it around just right and angle the camera just right again, they'll all reappear. But that's a genuine issue. And also, the ones on this side are somehow dimmer than the ones on the other side. Interesting. But that's pretty much a rundown of the problems I found with it pretty much straight away. Also, the interior is, I can see it from here, basically non-existent. Yeah, it's almost matte black, which I suppose it would be in a forklift, but I'm sure there could have been some extra work to do there. So let's get back over to the combine, which is full. Back over to the fast track even. Watching from New Zealand, where it's 5:30 in the morning. Ooh. Yeah, no thanks, mountain chap. Wasn't the trees on the west coast, apparently. He doesn't know if it was scaling. Interesting. I might be having a word with him later on tonight, actually. Have I had the Editor XML error with Giants Editor? I have not. I don't know what you're talking about. I've never heard of this error, James. Mountain chap, you're insane for being up at 5:30 in the morning. That on a very, very normal day is when I go to bed. Although lately I've been behaving. I've been in bed by like 2 AM the last couple of days. I've had a vaguely normal human sleeping pattern. Apart from the bit where I woke up at 6:30 AM. That was annoying. It's also I had a giant cup of coffee during the stream a couple of days ago. For reference, this is my teacup. This is the teacup that I'm using at the moment. It is huge. It is basically the size of my head. And I had this full of quite strong coffee the other day. You get an error saying your editor XML has died. Well then delete the editor XML and it should regenerate itself. It's the same with the game XML. If you have a game XML error in Farm Sim, you delete the game XML and it will regenerate itself quite nicely. A couple of nights ago, I was just like completely dead on my feet. Hello Fabio, how am I? I'm... yeah, Belchy. Good! How are you doing? It's use a shed to turn around in. You're one of the last stop. Oh my... VF. Did you just not sleep that night or something? Because Landy's usually on till like 6 AM. I can turn down the time scale now, I just realised. You've done that, you got an editor XML from made, you've installed it, won't work. I wonder if that might be the same issue I had. And if it is, you're not going to be very happy how it's fixed. Because the issue I had with GE before was basically it had somehow corrupted itself completely. And it was something to do with my C drive. Which basically meant I needed to reformat my computer and reinstall Windows. You, Landy, Man, Jack and Dan. Oh yeah, that's kind of an average time for them to be still on. And that's kind of the average group that's on at that time. Welcome back, Pedro. Is that the Pedro Track 4000? Yes, it is. Gotta go fast, speedrun RainbowDave edition. Yeah, I don't like the normal run speed. I think it slows things down a bit too much in streams and in videos. So, I've boosted it to... is it times 13 I'm running or something like that? Just something silly. So that I can get around a bit faster and swap between machinery just that little bit faster. What I mean by the title, I mean the West Coast is out on consoles. West Coast map has updated, but you don't see the change. You won't. It's technical stuff. BulletBill has changed. There won't be any visible changes. So if you're running, like me, an edited version of the map, just stick with the version you have, quite honestly. The video this morning was times 8. I think it might be times 13 now because I was doing something earlier on to get ready for a video I want to record after the stream. That I've kind of half set up for you. You can see field 17 has some stuff in it, just kind of laying about. There is reasons behind that. You'll see. You'll find out. Hopefully tomorrow I'll get that done for. Do I have a new mic? No. No, I'm still using the same microphone as always, Pizza. It is, but it won't download properly. The West Coast update. You don't need to update, British one. Land DQ was talking to BulletBill earlier on today, and he basically said there is no there's no real update on PC. What field was I planting grass in again? Field 17, just there. There's a reason that's been mowed already, and you'll find out in time. Hopefully tomorrow, if I've got time to do what I want to do tonight. What I might mean by the time this is on you, I mean the map is on console. I've seen Courseplay on the mod hub. Yes, I don't use the mod hub version of Courseplay. I won't use it, and I never will use the console version, or not the console version, the mod hub version. Simply because I'm so used to the dev version that it's easier, and if I've got an issue with Courseplay, I can just write up a bug report for them. And last time there was a bug report sent in by myself and Landy. We kind of teamed up to figure it out. It turned out we had the same bug but two different ways around, and they fixed it within half an hour, 40 minutes, and we had a new version of Courseplay that had the bug fixed. Which is why you always see me using the dev version, so you'll always see the little .dev in the bottom, which you can't see at the moment. Attempt to perform arithmetic on file ID capacity and nil value. Game unload. Monster, that is a conflict with the mod directly above that line. So whoever has that issue, I'm guessing it's, you said it's from Discord, so I'm guessing it's not you. The issue, the solution there will be to delete the mod that appears directly above that line on the log. Or go into the XMLs, and change the capacity to be an actual number, because it's something that very rarely happens. Actually, it's something that shouldn't ever happen. I'm guessing it's a mod that has 0 fuel capacity. Although I'm not entirely sure what line 1774 of the drive lure says. I'd have to open up Courseplay files and have a look to give a full answer there. That's a second way of fixing issues. While Andy washes his equipment to the end of the stream, you don't know as it gets started again. Yeah, I know, and he can, like, he uses he uses creative tools just like me, so he could just do this. Oh look, my harvest just got an atrocious dirt skin. Pedro! Oh look, it's fixed. That is atrocious! Oh my god. I might have to learn how to do dirt skins. Changes on the West Coast are only technical. Yeah, I mean, if you've got an edited version, you don't need to update. Or if you've got bad internet, you don't need to update. It is better than it's better than the one on the forklift, but you can see the brush strokes. I mean, that's kind of laziness on a quite a high level. There's no kind of attempt to blend the brush strokes in, or to hide them, or to dot the dirt. Oh, Finian, do I remember you? No. I tend to not remember anybody. It won't let you play on console. I can tell you probably why, Lynn. I'll be honest. Giant servers have probably died. Because I know people on PC have been saying, oh, the servers are starting to get pooched. The servers are starting to get pooched. That kind of indicates they're probably suffering on console side of things as well. And the website's kind of going down a bit. Special physics of dirt, yeah. It's a nonsensical dirt skin too, because I would... yeah. Hello, Ford King. Comment I'm using, what is the class? What do you mean, Fabio? Are you getting... Oh, yes, Finian, I remember you now. So... I might bail up this field today. The reason that I do bales, by the way, there is actually a reason. It's because I'm maximizing the amount that I get out of a field. Quite simply. Hello, Dan. 61 watching, 27 likes. Pedro sees 41. Which means VF arrived when there were 27 likes. Which is probably a bit closer to the truth. Because the mobile app is a bit wonky with likes. It's class 707 or 740. It's a 750. It's from a pack called the Lexion 700 Stage 4 pack. The Stage 1 IV pack. So it's a really good pack. Actually, has, if I stop, well, when this is full, I'll stop up and I'll show you the contents of the pack. Dad's watching the A-Team downstairs on the gears. Hello, GD. Fair enjoyment, by the way. You can hit that like button and feel free to subscribe as well. Hello, just Barney. Big question now is, will we reach the end of the field first, or will we fill the combine first? I can see that right now. 106, 107, 108, 109, 110. Okay, so now I can show you the class pack, which if I go to the category over here, in harvesters you get technically 4 harvesters. You get small, medium, big, and very big. The small Lexion is the 740 or 750. This is not the one that I'm using. You can put standard wheels on, which I think limits the speed to 20 or 30 kilometers an hour. TerraTrack 30 kilometers an hour, TerraTrack 40. I've got the TerraTrack 40s on this. You can put large, XL, XXL, 3XL, 4XL pipe on, or chaff stripper or radial distributors. Now the options on most of these are the same. The middle one is the 750, 760. This is the one that I'm using at the moment. Again, you got the TerraTrack options, and the pipe design goes up to 7XL on this. And again, radial distributors or a chaff spreader. I just have the chaff spreader on. The big one is the 770 or 780. Again, you've only got a choice of 30km tire tracks or standard wheels here. The design starts off at Extra L and goes up to 7XL. And you can put an optional headlamp cabin on the large one. And the very big one is the 770 or 780 with pretty much, I think, the same options as the other one. Yeah, the big and very big are almost identical. In terms of headers, you get these boys. The Vario 1230, the Vario 1050, the Vario 900 and the Vario 750, as well as the Conspeed 875 FC. Which all of these are quite good. I'm using currently the Vario 1050, a 10.5 meter header. And when was it uploaded to Giants? I have no idea when Upton was uploaded to Giants, I'll be honest. Came as a surprise. Pass 4, I'm not good. It's the better version. Is that just the one that has the 770, 780? Because I prefer this version. I'll be honest. The one with this 770, 780 only is not as good in my opinion. Where did I find this class back? Yes! I can't remember, Pedro. It was on one of the questionable sites, I know that much. It wasn't ModHub, it wasn't ScumHub, I know that. It wasn't was it ModHoster? It wasn't ModHoster. I think it might have been a 17.lt, but don't quote me on that. But it's a good pack. You want November 17th to get here? Yeah, I was reading through earlier today Giants Discord, and I've got a weird habit of reading through the German sections of Giants Discord to kind of brush up on my comprehension of German. As gameplay from Romania, well, hello Alvarez. And two things struck me. Number one, they're really looking forward to the Lellies, which doesn't surprise me. The Lellies are fantastic, and it's rare to see a trailed forager like that. And the second one was, they seem to be dead convinced that the Horse Pack will not be out until 2018, which the information I was given says that it's going to be out around the same time as Agritechnica, which is about the same time as Platinum. Am I going to be playing more on Missouri? Yes. I do plan on playing more on that map. It's just the case right now that honestly this week I've been kind of a bit everywhere with everything. I'm going to get ahead next week and get back to the normal scheduled idiocy. Finian English, please. You were already warned by the mods to not jump into German. I am playing on keyboard, Al. What is Agritechnica? It's a big agricultural show in, I think it's in Hanover. Oh good lord, TMT, hello. They're releasing to everyone after the show, most likely January. Simon actually messaged Porsche and they said after the show. I mean, they didn't give an exact date, but they said it wouldn't be long. So I don't know what the exact timings will be. It's the East Coast, not Missouri. Missouri. That's probably how it's supposed to be pronounced. Download not until Jan. That's stupid if that's the case, because all that'll happen is people will rip off the disc version and like. If that's the case, then yeah. It's gonna be a case of like it's from my point of view, it's giving an unfair advantage on YouTube to people who can actually make it to Hanover, which obviously I can't. And it's going to incentivize a lot of YouTubers to find questionable downloads of it, which isn't a very good idea, but we'll be forced to. Where to get the tipper? It's on the mod hub. Where did I get the 900 favorite? Or did I get the 900? I did not actually, Blash. I might still download. Did I download it? I don't know if I downloaded it. I didn't activate it for sure. There's actually a few mods that I forgot to activate, including Chop Straw. That came from Vertex Designs Facebook. Yeah, but they're not the ones actually releasing the mod pack VF. I would trust what Horse say a lot more. But again, if that's true, well done, Giants. You've managed to ruin a good... You've managed to make people complain about a free DLC through sheer ineptitude. Hello, Suffolk. That's the thing, is like Giants are the only company I've ever heard of that can manage to get people to complain about a free DLC through their own ineptitude. I think it was on Horse Facebook too. I don't know. Thing is, it's not being released through Giants, it's being released through Horse. Oh, I seen the new map box and David's working on it.
Hello,
Yes,
Dave.
it looks fantastic.
That's Dave there.
And Corey Black, thank you very much for subscribing. Welcome to the RainbowDave Madhouse. Hope you enjoy your stay. Your state's mowing the ditches today. Nice on TNT. Will Matt's DLC be free? No. That one will be a paid DLC. That is already all confirmed up. It's actually part of the prize that it's a paid DLC. In reply to one of the questions on the announcement. Yeah, there's nothing set in stone, which is really stupid, because it's like, what, just over 2 weeks from Agritechnica and there's nothing actually confirmed. So all that ends up happening is people like me and Landy end up hearing 17 different release dates, none of which we can actually confirm. All of which could be potentially true. Was that a vape? Yes, it was, Grim. Has he decided what he's going to make? Yeah, he's already making it. And from what I've heard from him on his Discord, quite far in. He's already said that he might try and get even more into the DLC if Giants let him. And if he has time. The download server's down. Oh, that sucks, Suffolk. You gotta hop on that stuff quickly. Because, yeah. What does the title mean? It means West Coast is out on consoles, well. So, here's the thing, if you're annoyed the download servers are down, think of it this way, you've waited for quite a while already, you only have to wait an extra little while. I did not get this with TerraTracks, I've just realised. Is Matt's one available for Season Pass? That's a good question, Adam. I don't think it will be, because Giants will regard it as being a third-party DLC. But I don't know. Tried to download the map immediately and servers down. Yeah, the servers can be a bit weird. If you keep trying, it might work. How long does it back up? Keep trying. That's all I can say. What flavor? Yes. I don't know. I don't particularly care what flavor. It's not one of those fancy, like, food flavored ones. Because I don't trust the flavorings they put in. Hello, happy TNT gamer. How are you doing today? Are we good for, like, the stream actually being stable, by the way? Because I am still concerned about having some packet loss and frame drops as a result, like I did yesterday. I blamed all that on YouTube because I wasn't seeing any actual issues through XSplit. Kept downloading like 20 times, then it worked. Yeah, that's all you can do. Literally all you can do is just keep trying and trying and trying until it works. Everything's fine. Good, 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 good. Always best to make sure. Let me know, guys, if there's any issues with the stream. Because I am very, very paranoid at the moment. Which is better than being, I guess, arrogant that it's not on my end if there's a problem. Nah, GD, this is a map that crashes giant servers. Because everybody wants the West Coast. I mean, just being blunt, look at how many people are in here right now. And the numbers were maybe half this a couple of days ago. Sandy Bay took 5 attempts to download. Yeah, Sandy Bay, like the big maps. Oakfield's going to be the next one from Oxygen David. That is going to be the next one that just crashes the servers completely. Dan, nice try. Is it realistic to have a grain bin in the UK? I would like. Yes and no. Some farms will, some farms won't. So the placeable one, yes, it does make sense. It actually looks a lot like the a grain bin that's near me on a farm. Maybe a lot bigger than it, but there is one nearish me that does exist. Am I going to bale this field? Yes, that is the plan. It's going to be square bales because I can't stand round bales. Even on this map where the hedges are intentionally made to stop round bales from rolling off, I don't like them. Because they tend to hide in the hedges when they hit them. When am I streaming until? I'll be streaming until about 7 o'clock. And I have been told by a very reliable source that Mr. Landykid is planning on streaming at about 7. And he may well be streaming West Coast as well, because he's cashing in. Yeah, la. Grain bins aren't in Ireland, it's silos. Grim, I beg to differ, there are grain bins near me. On farmyards. Granted, they're usually used for animal feed, but they are here. I mean, you could use it as a grain bin if you wanted to. Normally though, like Grim says, you'd bring it to a silo, set it off there. I mean, a little bird came in and told me. I mean, I was talking to Landy before the stream and he said that. Yeah, they're around. They do exist. Hello, Matthew. How am I doing today? I'm doing well. There's no need to use the full, like, RainbowDave thing. You can just call me Dave. Hello, Jack Austin Terry. It's an interesting name. How are you doing today? Let's raise the header. I want to get this bit over here. Does this have any fancy camera angles? No. Will Andy be playing Candy Crush? I don't know. If you ask him nicely, he might. See you, Fabio. Might stream Mazuri over the weekend sometime. Because I do enjoy that map a lot. I might stream some Upton as well. But I think it's probably going to be kind of West Coast focus again this weekend. Because I enjoy the West Coast. It's fun. Why do some people want Landy to play Candy Crush? Because it annoys him. He did it once as a joke, and it's come back to bite him quite badly. Are some YouTubers that desperate? No, it's genuinely a joke. Oh, the best am I? No! I never claimed to be the best. What is the best, though, is my modding team, who tend to get rid of trolls quite quickly. See grain bins like the one from Black Sheep. The big American style ones? No. We have grain bins that hold anywhere up to 1,000 bushels. We don't even count in bushels, Blackout. We count in litres and tons. Metric tons, that is. Yeah, I appreciate the people who are making fake accounts to, you know, try and troll me, because it's quite clear that they love me so much they just can't do without me and need my attention. Upton's still broken. Is it? Witchy? Because it's been released on the mod hub, Witchy. And for those of you who have it from Lancy's Facebook release, I thoroughly encourage you to download the animals. That's only an issue if you play with seasons. What's the difference between metric tons and American tons? The amount of stuff you get per ton, honestly. I think there's two different types of American tons. There's short tons and long tons. Short tons you get less ton per ton. Long tons you get more ton per ton. You don't know about the cleanliness, you have mods, so that doesn't happen. Oh, has he screwed up the dirt areas again? Bushels are easier. Well, they would be if you still used bushels. Like, you're using a measurement based on something that is no longer used. Because a bushel was a bag of grain. It's stuck on 95%. Thingy, that happens sometimes. I think giant servers might have gone down on you. Give it a little while to figure itself out. Even though America still uses it as a legitimate measurement, but no. It's not something that exists anymore, realistically. Not on a large scale. Bushels are still used as a form of measurement, but the actual bags are very rarely used. That's what I mean, Dan. Like, on a large scale, the bushels are not used to collect your grain. Play the knife game. Grim? No. I don't like cutting myself. Thank you, monster. Pedro Banhammerman Chaps has got in there with the banhammer. Which, yeah. Hello, Ian Lenko. Pedro actually has a picture on Discord that he keeps putting in of a banhammer that literally has his name on it. He keeps spamming it into the Discord whenever somebody starts annoying him. He is annoying. It is an unwritten rule that you just don't annoy Pedro.
Hello, Dave. Is that Dave? Dave there.
That is an amazing name. The Flying Yorkshireman has just subscribed. Well, thank you very much for subscribing. Welcome to the RainbowDave Madhouse. Hope you enjoy your stay. Placeable fruit trees that don't make any sense. The fruit trees work in a nonsensical manner. I don't like them, and I won't be downloading them because they're not really an orchard kind of thing. It's just kind of, you dump, for some reason you dump manure and water around these trees and they magically produce fruit.
Hello, Dave. Is that Dave? Dave there.
Ian Lenko as well. Thank you very much for subscribing. Welcome to the RainbowDave Madhouse. Hope you enjoy your stay. It is Mjolnir as well, VF. That is true. I think it's Pedro's new favorite thing. But I I think some baling is going to be in order once we get this field done. I've got an idea for a baler as well. Kind of moving on from the October fleet. That mod from today, the trees... What? Is this goes in testing or is it out? It is out, Matty. It is out for consoles. It had a shadow test. Because presumably Giants were testing it alongside BulletBill, fixing it in secret so that people weren't constantly asking, because it was annoying everyone. It legitimately got to the point where it was annoying Giants. 100% serious, Farmer Matty. Check the mod up. It is out on consoles. Although the download servers appear to be actually broken at the moment, so you might have a bit of fun trying to actually get it. But it is out. It is available. It is downloadable. And we are very, 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 very nearly finished this field. Which... the question is, should I bale or should I harvest some more? That is a question that I am asking you guys right now. More baling or some harvesting? And if I'm baling, it's going to be the normal bog standard size 4,000 litre bales, because I'm not dealing with all the small bales out of this. Yours are 50% after an hour. Yeah, the servers will be throttled quite hard to try and keep them up. Bale, West Coast. West Coast, says Adam. Yes, thank you, Adam. I thought you meant West Coast. For those of you on PC, there's no need to update the West Coast. Can I do some cinematic contracting like Sim? If I did, Kieran, people would complain about me copying Sim. So, short answer, no. Long answer, I'm going to do my own thing. So keep your eyes open for stuff. Because I have plans upcoming to use the cinematic stuff, because I do like it. That is genuinely amazing, and gave me some ideas on stuff that I could do that's different, but along the cinematic lines. And hopefully soon you'll start seeing, or you'll see something. Build field and something. That's the plan, Simon. So let's... I wonder... Pedro's gonna probably shout at me for even trying this. I wonder... Can you run the baler? Pedro's probably going to shout at me for even thinking about this. Use Eston baler. No, I'm going to use my pink New Holland. I got West Coast down, the new version of West Coast downloaded, then I was told that, oh, you didn't need to update. So I reverted to a version I had backed up on my Google Drive. Oh my god, this thing can run the... I mean, technically it can run the baler. Realistically, not so much. Do I have a link for the Massey? Google Massey Ferguson 1250 FS17. This version that I have specifically is private, and the baler I made myself. This is genuinely kind of strange. This shouldn't work. I get the feeling Pedro's just gone silent with pure, unadulterated rage. Or amazement that the Massey actually can run the baler. I'm not entirely sure which one. What happens if I turn on four-wheel drive and diff locks? Does this make the Massey angrier? This makes the Massey angrier. Come on. It is moving. You can see the wheels move. Just gonna download West Coast and play on the map. That's probably a good idea. That's just not going to work, is it? The Massey can run the baler, Pedro. That shouldn't have worked. Let's grab something I haven't used for a little while. The 3000 fast track with all-wheel steer. That shouldn't have been able to work. What's the Massey? It's a 1250. How is that possible? I don't know, but it is! It doesn't work very well, but it works. Like, I did all this line down here with the Massey. Check and see if it has 112 horse. Whoops. GS vehicle toggle debug rendering. It's got 118 horse. 118.5. What does the baler require? The baler requires 100 what? The baler requires 185, yet 118 manages to run it. Okay. Hello Adam, how are you doing today? Yeah, you guys gotta be patient with downloading West Coast on consoles because Giant's download servers aren't exactly happy at the moment. I think everybody wants it and it shouldn't work. Even just from the pure numbers that you can see in game, it shouldn't work, but it does. And I don't know how or why. The numbers don't add up. I'm doing good, Adam. Thank you very much for asking. Confused a bit by the magical Massey that can somehow pull an extra 70 horsepower out of nowhere, but quite good. Does this thing have crab steer? It does not. Good. Beta just says it needs 185 because of the weight. I mean, possibly. How much does a baler actually require then? Because surely Giants would have said it that you have to have a baler or a tractor that can, you know, actually pull the weight to pull the baler. Else we wouldn't realistically be able to power the PTO. Yeah, the 4000 does, and that screwed me up at one point. Yes, was it yesterday or the day before where I turned it on by mistake? He did an awesome job on a lot of stuff, Tino. There's even some stuff I haven't quite gotten around to showing off yet. Because I haven't looked at it yet myself. But soon, TM. Soon we will see some more of Pedro's magnificent madness. There we go, just to annoy everybody. Hello Landy! How are you? Will I be lazy and use the auto stack again? Of course. If I'm just selling the bales, then I'm gonna be lazy and use the auto stacker. Just makes life easier for me. Just real quick pop out of game and check something. Okay. Oh, apparently the just check my emails. The Steam Halloween sale has started. Just got done recording a very short video. I wonder what it is of, Landy Kid. I couldn't possibly imagine what you could have recorded a short video of. What controls it for Courseplay? Right click. Turns it on. After that, yes. After that, you basically just generate courses and whatnot. Ian Robson is the person to ask, a person whose channel you should check out if you want Courseplay tutorials. He does the absolute best Courseplay tutorials in 6 minutes and 5 seconds. Ooh, that's maybe a bit short, Landy, isn't it? Maybe tack on 4 minutes to just talk, just like pure sound. Because I mean, people are going to want to hear the pure sound of that thing. Started last night. I had no idea. On Mac. Jack, I have no idea then. I only ever play on PC. I only ever know PC controls. Was it you making a ham and cheese sandwich? It was actually, Pedro, a very in-depth look at how Landy makes a cup of coffee. And it's going to be called Making Coffee Part 1. Part 2 will be up at some point next year. Certain people should get the joke of that one. I was from looking around in detail, shooting it off in one pass, turning off the sound. Oh, fair enough. Couple of slices of pizza, very nice. I had Chinese last night, so that's a quick death. I think it's supposed to be spag ball tonight. It was supposed to be spag ball last night, but laziness in Chinese happened. Chinese near me does this fantastic Thai green curry, and I refuse to get anything else now because it is just delicious. I'm terrible. You just see a tractor smoking in the hedge over there. That's probably the Massey. It does tend to leave off. Yeah, it leaves off quite a bit of smoke when it's just left to sit like that. How's Zach? How am I doing? I'm doing well. How are you? How many likes are we on, guys? Because I heard we were on like 50 earlier on. How many are we on now? You're hungry now. You're welcome, Blash. I think I'm doing everything in a way that's bound to annoy somebody right now at the bailing. So, in my eyes, that's mission successful. 66. I wonder if we can hit 100. Can we hit 100 likes? Because that'd be just amazing. 65-ish. I'd be shocked if we could, though. Who's my favourite singer? Hosier. Well, right now at least it's Hosier. It'll probably change next time I listen to the radio in 2022. Not all that fussy about like, music and singers. Hello, Matt. How are you doing today? Have you woken up yet, Matt? Because I know you're complaining about being tired at like 1 o'clock. If you're anything like me, it takes you several hours to actually wake up once you're awake. Nothing good on sale. There's 1 or 2 games that I kind of saw that I got an email saying, oh, this game that's on my your wish list is on sale. I'm like, ooh. I'll have a look through what's on sale, and if there's anything that's at a really good sale at a really good price, I might get just for chill play. I don't know. You've been outside and everything. Are you sure you're alright, Matt? Like, actually having been outside and stuff. It's weird using the 3000 fast track after using the 4000 so much. Because I'm kind of used to seeing the weird stubby nose of the 4000 now. Picked up Soma in the sale. Very nice. I haven't actually had a look through the sale yet. I didn't realize it was on until a few minutes ago when I checked my emails. Odds are I won't actually pick anything up, but there might be something that, you know, catches my eye and I'm just like, oh, I have to have this. This was turned off this entire time and it was just smoking away. I'm guessing it's because I left it with the particle effect still running and the game was like, I don't know what to do, so I'm just going to leave the particle effect running. Your favourite singer is Michael Jackson? Fair enough, Zach. I have so many notifications. My phone hasn't been going off nearly as much today as it was yesterday. I've got 3 notifications I actually need to look at. After the stream, and then probably actually 4. Then I've got a video to record, and I'll possibly be getting my hair cut tonight as well, and it's going to be a fun evening for me. I am probably going to be busy until like midnight, and I don't even know if the video I want to record will be out tomorrow, as a direct result. It really depends on how things go with everything else that could potentially happen. Tino, I do know what comment he left, I saw it. ETS2 is on sale for £3.74, definitely worth buying that. That is 100% should buy if you don't already own ETS2, and I would strongly suggest buying the DLCs also, because honestly SCS do a fantastic job with them. But only like the map expansions, the rest are kind of like, maybe give them a miss if you don't want them. The map expansions are definitely worth getting, as well as pro mods. Tie all that together and you've got a very, very nice game. Has anyone here got West Coast downloaded and playing it? No, I don't have West Coast at all, WD Agri. I've never had West Coast. Hang on, is this song just called Wolf? Yes, yes it is. Hello, hard worker. I thought I was seeing things when I saw Wolf. Also, has anybody noticed that there is an unusual amount of approaching Nirvana on this playlist? Which I didn't make, by the way. This is just one of the ones that's already been set up. Unless I accidentally went into the Approaching Nirvana playlist at some point. I'm listening to nothing but Approaching Nirvana. Which is possible. Servers struggling and not downloading. Yeah, that tends to happen, Sniper, when literally everybody wants to download something at once. Sarcasm alert? Oh, the West Coast comments. I thought it was about the Approaching Nirvana stuff, because every time I look up it's an Approaching Nirvana song. So if you are enjoying the stream, please feel free to hit the like button and feel free to subscribe as well. It's all free, and if you're really enjoying, you can throw some money at me with super chats and sponsorships and super sponsors and stuff like that. Club Penguin is fun. I thought Club Penguin got shut down a couple of months ago. What's the title about? West Coast is on consoles, EJ. It's just a bit of a clickbait thing to get people in, because I'm evil. We do not look the same. My hair is far worse, and Landy's beard is far worse. What's a subscribe? You mean a sponsorship? It's, if you're on Twitch, you'll probably know about subscriptions. Pretty much the same thing. Hello, farming boy. But the sponsorships are basically Twitch subs on YouTube. We're both fat, so we look to say, thanks, Pedro. You never see us streaming at the same time, except for that time on my birthday when we did, Matt. And that time last week when we both played the Hunter together. You've not trimmed your beard in about 3 weeks. Yeah, and it's not a very good beard. I've not trimmed mine in far too long. It's supposed to be a goatee and it's gone into a beard again. I'll have to trim it later on. And I need to trim my mustache because it's starting to tickle my nose. You helped. You did not help, Pedro. Stream cancelled. Sure, Landy. You're on FS17, your West Coast 1 download. Be patient, JK. The download servers, I've been told from pretty much everybody, are pooched. Giants is currently on fire from the amount of people trying to download the map. So just be a bit patient and you should get West Coast at some point this month. You explained why we look at this. No, you didn't. You just called both of us fat, Pedro. There's a difference. So that's... Yes, this is completely logical. You can do this with the engine turned off. That's the baling done. Let's grab the world's smokiest Massey. Because I can do this. And let us grab the autoload trailer and do some autoloading to sell the bales. It's 100%. It tells you to reinstall. Oh, that's a fail download. Yeah, they're actually getting rarer, I've noticed. I haven't had too many fail downloads from the mod hub in a while. Is this set to square bales? I think it is. Yes, it is. Fandabadoozy. What does Pedro think of... Tino, no. Pedro, PG, please. Please be PG about this, Pedro. Because I know Pedro's actual thoughts. It's on 31% and it's been like half an hour. Yeah, that's what happens when servers catch fire. Thank you very much for being PG, Pedro. This field looks like a skip. It does, it's great, isn't it? But it's fine, look, we're cleaning.
Hello, Dave! That Dave there!
Daniel Mackey, thank you very much for subscribing. Welcome to the RainbowDave Madhouse. Hope you enjoy it. Well, you're still fixing it, yes, but you've done a good job so far. It's a lot better than it was. Alright, that's this trailer full, so let's just stop up real quick. Press Y, press L, and get this to a sell point. Because this is totally what you'd use a 1250 for. This is totally what you'd use a Massey Ferguson 1250 for. But Pedro, you got 60 meg off the file size because you just deleted the tractor that was inside the tractor. Can you join? No, this is single player, Daniel. I don't see why so many people think that YouTubers only ever play multiplayer. No, we usually play single player because we, especially me, have a habit of tinkering with the maps, and I have several mods that I'm not allowed to give out, but I'll shout at Pedro about some of them. One in particular. One in particular I want to be available for download. Pedro, I think, already knows what it is. Because that's going to be the one that probably gives me the biggest headache. You subbed and liked? Well, thank you very much, JK Football.
Hello, Dave. That Dave.
Quadrasaur just subscribed. I'm pretty sure you were subscribed before Quadrasaur, but thank you very much. Welcome to the RainbowDave Madhouse. Hope you enjoy your stay. What one? The newest one? That's going to be the one that gives me the biggest headache. Because... without saying what it is, it's something that I think everybody in Ireland wants. Let's face it, Pedro. If we both came up with the same idea when we saw what that was, then everybody's going to want it. It's already reached, you just have to reassemble it. Yes, but I mean the reassembly, Pedro. I'm going to bother you about this until you decide to see things my way. Ignore everything in that field. There is nothing in that field. Because that's for secret things right now. Gotta go. See you, EJ. West Coast very slow to download. I know that, Sean. Giant's download servers are derped quite hard at the moment, so you literally just gonna have to be patient. Give it some time, and hopefully you'll get it sometime this century. If you've already got it downloading, you're halfway there. You just gotta be really patient. Go make yourself something to eat. Watch a stream. Watch the video from this morning. Watch this stream, watch Landy's stream, watch my video from this morning, watch Landy's video from this morning, and by the time you've done all that, you might be at 98%. But in all seriousness, just be patient with it, give it time, don't expect it to be instant, don't expect it to be as fast as you used to, because there's so many people wanting to download the West Coast right now that it's gonna have issues cropping up on Giant's end. You're at 99%. I get the horrible feeling, Suffolk, that you've managed to get a failed download. Shoutouts to the people who only subscribe to try and get shoutouts, by the way. I've been watching the sub numbers and the sub goal go up and down all day. Hello, Replic Vlog. How are you doing? Maybe I shouldn't have tried to go to the sell point. Watching streams kills your download speed. Well, yeah, but... I mean, it's not going to download much faster if you come off the stream, Glengar, let's be fair. When Giant servers go down, they really go down. We're almost at the sell point. I think maybe I should have used the 4,000 for this. Yeah, like Dal said, pretty much everybody on console is trying to download West Coast right now. Especially in Ireland and the UK, where it's definitely after school time. It's kind of noonish in the US, so people might still be at school and at work. Thank you, moderators. So there's going to be another basically server failure in about 4 or 5 hours time, and people in the US are finished school and work for the day if they're at school and at work. It is probably a mix as well, yeah. You're from Ireland, Quadrastore? Very nice. How do I get out of here? Can I go around the back here? I can go around the back here. There we go, that'll do. There's a part of me that wishes this thing went faster, but at the same time 30 4 kph is probably a realistic speed. This thing wouldn't be fast. Something like the 1200 was made for ploughing and stuff like that, so it's got all of the torque ever and not much speed. When will the servers be up again? Possibly in an hour or two, but at that point then the US people start coming home from school and coming home from work, and then they'll just go back to the way they are now. You just have to be patient and let the servers do what the servers do, and they'll be back in time. You just have to, yeah, you just have to get in time. And if you want to shout at somebody about it, go annoy Giants on Twitter. They'll tell you pretty much the same thing. It's like the servers have a capacity and it's being reached. So, Massey, I'm afraid Pedro can overrule me on this because this is his Massey. As you can see, the number plate spells out 82C. Pedro's a smelly git. Which is totally what 2243 means. Tino, that was PG, don't worry. It's Pedro I'm worried about because I know he struggles. Yeah, there is one on Google that I found. Because I was looking up a link for somebody else, and there is one online, and Pedro found something about it that he did like, as much as he enjoys complaining about mods. So don't worry, there is one that you can use. The dirt skin isn't great, but it's got something that this doesn't right now, so maybe you'd be better off using that one. Everyone struggles with it on a daily basis. I actually don't. Which might sound odd. I'm not saying the other one is better, but there's one feature that's kind of cool about it. I don't struggle with PG at all.
Hello, Dave. Is that Dave? Dave there.
I just kind of flick my mind into streamy mode or YouTubey mode, and it doesn't bother me. Hello, AJ McDonald. Thank you very much for subscribing. Welcome to the RainbowDave Madhouse. Hope you enjoy today. Read my message. I can't. It's gone off my screen. So Pedro made the JCV. You guessed correct, Massey. Yeah, Giants don't need a new server because it's fine 99% of the time. It's the 10% of the time that it goes down that it really goes down. Giants should fix it. They have no need to. Why can't Giants get a better server? Because they don't need one. If it's fine 99% of the time, then it's fine. Being completely blunt. Yes, it goes down when there's a big release, but that's to be expected of any normal server. Even EA, you know, big giant AAA games developers with millions and 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 millions of dollars have server issues when they've got something major to download. It's not an issue of the size of the server, it's an issue of, well, are we going to be at maximum capacity for the server 100% of the time? Because if not, then something that'll be fine 80 to 90% of the time will be fine. And this is in that 10% where it just kind of farts and catches fire. It's one of those situations. And yes, it sucks trying to download stuff on the servers like this. Yes, it's annoying. Yes, it's inconvenient. Yes, you get angry. Yes, you ask those questions. But when you calm down later on, you realize Do you know what? These problems are so rare that it's not worth fixing it. What server? Giants download servers are down because West Coast is out on consoles. Hell, every time Giants release something new, the servers will go down. So when Platinum comes out, the servers will go down. It's not something that's new or unexpected, it's something that happens. That explains the title. Yeah, West Coast is on consoles and the servers are kind of melting as it just... I've fallen over. Pedro is now going to shout at me that I should have got the mod he linked to me earlier. Which I didn't, because I like annoying Pedro. Where's the Manitou? Of course, is it the cows? Hey, hey, BulletBill. Nuts. You're causing many people to be angry. Because West Coast has completely crippled the Giants download servers. Did I get the reset in place mod? No, why would I need that? Why would I need a mod that helps you unflip things? I have a telehandler. That's all I'll ever need. Your work is done then. Yeah. There's a lot of people very angry. I don't need it, Dal. Suffolk, you're fighting a losing battle. It's the worst they've ever had. Ah, never, didn't hear that. I guess they've never had a, let's face it, a massive release on console and PC simultaneously that required a download. Because literally everybody wants this map. And there was, like, aside from the West Coast, there was a huge dump of mods. So, they kind of shot themselves in the foot quite badly. I'm with Monster. I'm with Monster, I'll be honest. Yeah, I think Giants kind of shot themselves in the foot with a giant dump. Yeah, Landy, that's exactly it. I think, normal circumstances, this mod dump wouldn't have caused much of an issue. Giant mod dump plus West Coast on consoles, bit of an issue. As it turns out. By the way, guys, I'm almost at the end Upton. Yeah, that was part of the giant mod dump. I'm back to the Massey. It'll be unflipped in no time. See, look, I don't need that silly reset in place mod. That's fine. See, look, perfect, never flipped. This is the oh yeah, it's got the wonky FS13 cameras. This is the interior. It's very FS13-y. Because it is from FS13. Let's just see if I don't flip again, please. Please don't flip again, because I don't want to try and get the telehandler out again. Of course I don't. I don't. I never flip. I just occasionally have an argument with gravity and lose. There's a difference between that and flipping. I should get into PR, I think. I can come up with stupid arguments for everything. Screw it, let's go to the same setup. I lose all those arguments. I occasionally win them, Pedro, because usually I hit into something very strong and very sturdy in the meantime. Or manage to steer in the exact right way at the exact right time. These bale trailers, yeah, all the bale trailers are. I think Giants maybe want to... I don't know if they want to increase the weight of bale trailers or decrease the weight of bales a bit, but the tippiness of the bales seems a bit unrealistic to me. Center of gravity is maybe a tad too high. It's almost as if, like, granted the center of gravity of the bales is realistically about here. Probably a bit lower. It's in the center, so it shouldn't actually matter. But they do flip quite a lot. So, I don't know. In reality, you wouldn't have as many issues as you do in Farm Sim. Ignore the field full of junk, that's something for later. Luckily, I'm pretty much all set up with the field full of junk, so I can hop straight into recording. For like 2 hours possibly, or however long that field takes to do. Might play Farm Sim for a bit? I think you should. Maybe I shouldn't have come to the... I've just remembered this is quite a long drive, isn't it? Maybe I shouldn't have used this sell point again. Oh well, you guys get to see extra Massey time. And... there's been a little incident. It's been a little... There's been an incident. I don't need to download that mod, Pedro. I don't flip near enough to warrant it. Am I using keyboard and mouse? Yes, because I'm lazy. I've got a wheel and joysticks and all this kind of stuff. I'm too lazy to plug them in today. Sounds are just let down. They can be swapped out very easily. It's going to be a long stream. I'm finishing at 7, but... Do you know what, Pedro? I wouldn't be too surprised if somebody actually made that mod and aimed it at me. I'll swap into one of the fast tracks to actually get this done a bit faster and maybe with less tipping. The fast tracks, for whatever reason, seem to tip less. The worst thing is, I'm gonna have to go onto the railway line to unflip the trailer, so I'm gonna have to actually take this turn here onto the railway line and hope a train doesn't take me out. Also hope that this bridge has collisions. Oh good, it does. Ooh, I know that on Chellington the bridges didn't, and that caused some issues. You come back and I've tipped again. Yeah. It's fine though, you see, I'm taking a shortcut over. See, look, we're already there. Already fixing it, already there, already fine, already back up on its wheels. See, no need for the reset mod. I'm gonna leave the telehandler running. Luckily it's out of the way of any trains that might come in and try to take it out. You come back and I'm on a train track. Do I want to know what happened? I flipped the Massey. There was an argument that I lost with gravity. And the Massey fell over. Fiat is very annoying. There's a few mods that are just kind of... yeah. Possibly I should have it out follow me. Possibly I shouldn't drive as quickly and as recklessly as I do. Possibly I should be using my wheel. Possibly I should never ever play this game again because I'm completely inept. West Coast being solved for the third time. Yeah, Giants download servers are currently on fire, Fiat, so Sometimes the fire creeps into the download and there's a bit of smoke damage, so you gotta try it again. Bad move? What's a bad move, Massey? See you, Mike. See, I should totally do PR. Because I didn't even mention that sometimes the servers actually just break downloads at random. It's smoke damage from the fire, from the servers being on fire. I did download a few different mods today. And try to just keep trying, and eventually it'll download properly. And Pedro's hit his breaking point. Yeah, there's a certain sub-community on console. I'm not saying that everybody's part of it, and I'm not saying... See, Bill, I'm not saying everybody on console is a part of this problem, but there is a sub-community on console that seem to forget that, what, just over a year ago, in FS15, the sum total of mods on console was a big old duck egg, 0, nothing, never. And then Giants announced mods on consoles, and frankly, I think the people that keep complaining about, oh, why isn't this on console? It should be on console. Bring it to console. You should remember that modders can make it 0 mods on console again. Very quickly and very easily. All it takes is, what, 3 or 4 people to say, no, not bringing it to console. And certain modders are already doing that, just saying, no, it's not worth my time. Because the amount of abuse and hatred that modders are getting is inexcusable. Where'd I get the GCB in the thumbnail? I got it from Pedro. Same place I got the Massey. Hello, Model Farmer. It's those people are hating our spot. Yeah, it's stupid. It's just so stupid that people want to complain and abuse modders for having a hobby and daring to not release something that they've spent time on for free without pay. On a platform that honestly they don't play on and they can't test for. It's silly. I will be swapping over to a fast track now, by the way, so the Massey's gonna stop flipping. I'm not entirely sure what Landy put in, but I want to have a look now. Pedro's banhammer. Of course you put in Pedro's banhammer. What's the title about? West Coast is on consoles now, Joe. It also makes people think I'm about to have a rant when I'm not. I get the feeling Landy's title will be the servers are melting and it's console's fault. Ignore the deers. You'll find out what they're about in a little bit. There's a video on record that needs them. Hello, Kian. How are you doing today? And I will actually repeat that same line every time I pass that field. You gotta ignore field 17 for today. There's a reason it's all set up like that. You'll find out when the time comes. I actually needed to start the stream in a certain with the sailing of the silage just to allow for the video that I want to record to be done. And oops, I'm on the wrong side of the road. And I can record it now, which is good. Means I can get that sorted and hopefully up. Best case scenario tomorrow. Most likely scenario is possibly Sunday because there's a lot I want to do with it. I really like since. Yes and no, Stephen. There is something that I'm doing with them. That yes, it is going to be kind of cinematic, but there's a reason behind it. I'm doing something that is going to hopefully stand out as being different, because it is different. Because I don't think I've ever seen somebody do what I want to do. I'm taking two things and pulling them both into one and seeing what happens. Which is going to be a headache because it's going to take a few hours to actually sort out. Where's the 4,000? So this is going to be the easiest one to use. 4,000. You still have no more capacity for wheat. Okay, so we gotta sell wheat. Probably in Monday's video. Because the thing is full now. Hello, Yeppe. How are you doing? And welcome back, Tino. Right, now we're gonna get things done quickly. You know where the landing stream? Is he starting up or is he just on the YouTube default countdown? Because if he's starting up, I can finish off this stream and then move on to doing the other thing that I want to do today. Landy's on his countdown or YouTube's, Louis? I'll be finishing for Landy anyway, so it's fine. We've got a gentleman's agreement that we don't overlap too much, if it's at all possible. His. Okay. Who made this tractor? I don't know who made it, but Pedro found it, stole it, cleaned it up, and it works pretty nicely, I must admit. You're on your countdown. Okay. There is one issue, and that's that it has lights that illuminate half the country. 4 minutes. Okay, so I'm gonna end the stream here then. I will leave you guys with a stretch and a crack of my back by saying I've been RainbowDave, you've been watching Farming Simulator 17 on the West Coast. Louis, Monster, Keen, whoever wants to, mod-wise, can spam in today's video, please. This morning's video.
Hello, Dave. Is that Dave?
Some thank you very much for subscribing right at the end of the stream. I will be back tomorrow with quite possibly more West Coast, I'll be honest. CS Agri, I've not been ignoring you. I'm not a magical chat reading musician that can respond to every message. Only mods can't, you know, it's links. So, mods, get on spamming. I will be back tomorrow with probably more West Coast. Until next time, stay safe. And goodbye.
Hello, Dave.